Hi, Jacob Marquez of the Marquez Real Estate Team. As I celebrate my 20th year this month in real estate, I can't help but get a little nostalgic about the path that got me here. And so I'd like to take a moment to share about my path to become an agent and how I've transitioned over the years. I can tell you that my mother becoming a widow as I was starting high school was something that obviously took a toll on us, and like anybody else would have. I started early with just babysitting jobs here and there, and I worked in a restaurant, started working at a restaurant at the age of 16. I also did gardening on the weekends as I was at this restaurant, and I started off as a dishwasher. Well, when they realized that I could speak English, they put me up front. And so I started dealing with customers or working with customers at this Mexican restaurant while I was in high school. I learned about communicating with people, and I didn't realize how upset people would get when you didn't get their burrito right or when you couldn't hear them through a drive-thru. So that really taught me a lot of patience and resilience at a young age, because before then I didn't have much of either. I then, after high school, started at a community college, and I attended a few courses. I got a job at a warehouse, and at this warehouse job, I unfortunately had the option of either staying at the job or letting go of school. I chose to stay at the job, and I worked at this warehouse for 5 years. It was a great place. It taught me a lot, again, about working with people and problem solving. Well, while I was at this job, within the first 2-3 years, a colleague at the job encouraged me to buy a home. And like everyone else, home ownership seemed scary, and I was just 21 at the time, but I did it nonetheless. I looked into it, and I ended up buying my first home. In my path to obtain this home, I was referred initially to a family friend who referred me to a colleague of his. And unfortunately, the communication was subpar, to say the least. There was a lack of communication. I didn't feel like I knew what was going on, and so I ended up firing that agent, and I hired another agent. I hired the other agent by default. I called on a property and started working with this other professional. I learned right away the difference of working with someone who is professional and who does this for a living and as a business. No. I learned the importance then and there of someone who focuses this as their craft and treats it as a legitimate business as opposed to a friendly encounter. It was a world of difference. And after I acquired that home at 21, another friend of mine at the same warehouse encouraged us to obtain our real estate licenses. Well, at the age of 23, I ended up getting my real estate license and went right to the broker who sold me my first home when I was 21. I didn't do much in the beginning, like most agents. I felt like the Karate Kid, a lot of the wax on, wax off stuff. A few years later, I ended up going off on my own, and I've been selling real estate since. Now, one of those things about me that I feel has been very helpful over the years is that I'm very, very loyal. I'm fiercely loyal, and I have a strong work ethic. Those were character traits that were valued in my upbringing, and I bring to you and to anyone I meet. I'm an all-in kind of guy. I'm always all in. If I want to do something, or if I've made up my mind, I have made up my mind, and I sever all other options. I am going all in. And that's how it was with me in this business. I'd like to thank everyone who has helped me or supported me throughout these years. And I am here to help any new coming agents with any questions that they may have, as this is one of those businesses that you're either all in or please move out of the way. If you'd like to more about working with myself or my team, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And also, call or shoot a text. The information will be down at the bottom. Thank you.